Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast. Not budging off our sticker price, like go F yourself, Wilson. That's Kai. I'm Frank from American Pickers. Gentlemen, hello. Welcome back from an interesting weekend in the Dallas Card Show. Kai, you were unable to attend, but how the hell you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I heard I missed out on a lot. Everyone said it was amazing.
It truly was. I wanted to start the episode with that. For anyone who did not attend the Dallas Card Show in January, I want to apologize to you. Foot traffic wise, it was probably the best show in the last year or two at Dallas. It was swarmed. A lot of people did make the pilgrimage from wherever they lived to cold Dallas, Texas. It was probably like 30 to 40 degrees the entire time. It was pretty chilly. Show wise, it was absolutely incredible. I turned over about 70% of my inventory, including items that I had owned for a long period of time. And for me, that's, let's say, 6+ months. Most of my stuff is now gone. I'm currently sitting more cash heavy and more like inventory based on like lower end stuff. Just because when I plan to go, I made a conscious effort to have like one or two like larger items, let's say over 2,500 to $5,000 plus in items, and then smaller things like $100 to $500 things. And it worked. It was the perfect move. Kai, I had one football card left at the end of the show that was like not new.
So did your case just get cleared out, or did you turn it over into different stuff?
I turned it over into new stuff. I broke a lot of items down. When I looked at my inventory and like I took my picture of my stuff that was like new, it like didn't seem that impressive because stuff kept on just moving in and out of the showcase. So my take homes were not good for my standards, but like the cash I was able to get and like the inventory I turned over in that time was phenomenal. I would give the show a solid A rating. It was very much what I expected because I had a feeling that like Dallas going into the new year was going to be like the first like major show that people like had to go to. And I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on Atlanta because that is happening this weekend coming forward. You're only attending what, Friday and Saturday?
I'll probably go Sunday morning. I don't know how busy it'll be, but I'll probably go for a little bit.
Do you
I
have
don't
a
think they
hotel
do
room?
anything. They don't do anything on Thursday, I don't think. But
I'm sure there's gonna be like a trade night. There might be a VIP.
oh, Thursday's the thing at Geoff Wilson's store, I think.
Oh, there Cards HQ,
Yeah.
which, by the way, and I did not even put two and two together until maybe as I was prepping for this episode. Cards HQ is his shop. Their buying station is directly across from me in Dallas. I did not even realize that until like today.
Has it been there for a while?
They've been there since at least I've been setting up in my location. So I'm on the front wall.
Really?
Like
That's crazy.
yeah, they've been there for a while. I'm like on the front wall, 5 or 6 tables in when you go from the main entrance to the right. I've seen them, but like I never really put two and two together. Like that's what they were. I just figured they were just the buying station. Hey, we're gonna buy these cards. And we can transition more into the Geoff Wilson talk. What I will note more about Dallas was people in real life, shockingly, are more friendly than like the Instagram world and the online presence. What would you say?
I said, what a surprise.
I know. Instagram is great. I love it. It's given me a lot of opportunities. But we just love drama and all this bullshit that just seems like really consume us online. In real life, people are just people and they're generally a lot nicer. I know I certainly am. I'm not the best person online. I fully have admitted that. I've gotten better. I've been on Instagram now for like 8 or 9 years. I'm still kind of an asshole, but like I've gotten nicer, which is shocking, I'm sure, to some people who have never messaged me. But in real life, you can get people's tones better, you can get their personalities better. And And I think that we kind of put on like a persona in a way online where like we're trying to be righteous and like speak out against these things, but in real life, no one gives a shit. And you'd be very surprised at if your experience in the sports car world is basically only online and you attended a card show, you would be in for like a cultural like blast of energy like you were not used to. It's very different in a positive way on in person versus online.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there, but what I will say is when you have a show that there's essentially no negative feedback about, everyone said it was amazing. It was crowded, good foot traffic. I mean, not even the national, you can really say that. Usually people have something to complain about. So a show like that, that's pretty much all positive. I mean, you can't really do much better than that.
What I've also noticed too about this show is repackers are starting to like really cannibalize one another to the point where consumers are benefiting more. Repackers were generally paying, let's say, an instance for 75% sold eBay comps. Someone comes in, upsets the market, and goes to 78%. The rest of the market, then repackers have to adjust. Now, these repackers, at least going into 2024, because they're so starved for inventory, because it was the first major show, we're paying 85% comps. Once again, that's really, really strong in this market. That's higher than I generally pay on most items. Obviously, there's exceptions and rules, and this is not a guide. This is just a conversation. Um, and it's really interesting too, because if that continues to happen, I had conversations with like old school like New Yorkers who either are online or maybe aren't, like, hey, yo, we're getting squeezed out of this, like we can't stay in this game. And that's not exactly what they sound like, but to me it is, because that's that's what I'm used to. I'm curious to see if this trend continues in Atlanta. I mean, obviously we just had the first major show of the year back to back with another one, plus Geoff Wilson's shop opening, or like the teaser for it. This will be an interesting time. I'm very curious to see how you report back on the show. I would be very surprised if it's the same only positive notes that we've had from this first Dallas show of the year.
Yeah, repacker talk. I actually sold my first lot to a repacker yesterday. I sold a lot to Austin, actually. That was on our show about a month or two ago, maybe. But
Au-
yeah, what were you
Austin's a
gonna say?
really big guy.
Yeah, he is. He was easy to work with. I recommend him if you guys have stuff you want to sell. Took like probably 30 minutes total to make a deal for like 5K worth of stuff.
He's, and we're not sponsored, not affiliated. Like, what the Sold Too Early podcast has done is allow us to kind of highlight people that we enjoy as people. And hey, they might have a service or program or thing they offer that might be beneficial to you. Hell, Kai used to give you and Joku consignment stuff. And
Yeah.
then also in the same vein, sent to DC Sports, who I still use for my consignment. Yeah, if I have to sell to repackers, it's most likely going to be an Austin type or other people that I've had good interactions with. Hey, guess what? If you're good, we talk about you. Why do you think I like Card Ladder so much? Because they offer a phenomenal service. Hell, we've had alt people on here. I use alt occasionally for their pricing tool as well, because everything is a tool. Hey, you remember Ryan's Discord and how we talked about it? I occasionally log on. I'm not on there every day, but it's a tool if I want to move certain items. It's just, if you build these good connections and have these useful tools available to you, you can just work smarter and not necessarily harder and grind yourself into the ground. If you have okay inventory that's like, nah, I just want to get rid of it, you send it to consignment. If it's a little bit nicer, let's say, oh, maybe I'll go try out Discord before I put a story sell on Instagram because, hey, this is a little bit quicker for me. Like, you can use all these resources available to you to not only be just like a better collector, but maybe possibly be better in business and possibly go farther.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we do and the people we bring on, I hope it helps people. I mean, I don't think either of us would like fabricate or like, I don't know, not be honest about the stuff we use, the people we talk to, the people we deal with. So I don't know if there's many people out there that really bring that many people on that have like services in the hobby more, compared to like people that have shops maybe or like companies. But I don't know. I enjoy the conversations we have with them. We meet a lot of cool people. Some people we already knew, and I think most of them, they're good people that bring value, and I hope other people like talk to them and deal with them.
Yeah, this was also Dallas was a great time for me to not make connections with individuals, but like get them to be like, "Hey, I'm interested in coming on the podcast," or "Hey, we're having a nice conversation." Like, let's get you on here. There's a few that I have to get back to. I apologize. Life has been busy, and it's only going to continue to be busy between traveling for shows, my eventual wedding, honeymoon, other shit that comes up. I am transitioning jobs. Like I was working for BMW for 4 years. Now I'm working for Lego, and like that's been interesting. Like I'm working on something else that I'm hopefully going to be able to share in the coming months, which I will continue to allude to until it's in a prototype state.
Rich?
And I'm not rich, Kai. Not if
Not
anything,
yet.
no, this is making me broke right now, Kai. Because I'm putting all the money up front, but we'll see what happens. A lot of things in the works. I do owe a lot of people a response back for being on the podcast, so I'm sorry. But one thing I don't owe you is an apology to Geoff Wilson, who apparently likes to set his market rate and then not budge off of it. So what I'm going to pull up now, and I have to see if the audio will play properly. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's not a big deal. For anyone who did not see this clip at the time of recording, this came out, I think, on Saturday or Sunday. Today is, of course, Tuesday night when we're recording. This came from Neo Cards Comic. I don't know who this person is. They're obviously affiliated with Amazon, My Slabs, and Fanatics, so like they might have some skin in the game to make Geoff sound better than he really is. And they did an interview. I'm not sure how he got him on once again, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna mute him. You know what? You can read it. Basically, what this is happening here is Geoff talks about his pricing strategy for Cards HQ, his shop that's opening. And what they're going to be doing is pricing cards basically at market or within 10% of like sales and comps, and then not budge off price. And that's not me saying that and putting words in his mouth. That is Geoff saying that. For instance, he uses the example of like an $80 card and someone offers him like $78 and they say, no, thank you. Now, I also did some research because Neo's Cards Comic also has a YouTube channel, and maybe that's where he met Geoff. I don't know. And he tries to defend his actions. And I looked at the comments of that video.
They're bad.
The comments are very like straw man conversations. I can pull it up super quick. Basically, what it was people saying, "Hey, you don't go to Target and like haggle with the shop." First off, and I'll make it so we can all see that. Yeah, let me make this a little larger so we can look at this together. That's all right. We can see that now. Anyone mad at this? They can't flip or arbitrage. Flippers want to sell comps and get upset that others don't want to hold their prices. Makes perfect sense in a retail setting. No one goes to Target and haggles the price of a box of cereal. Most parents with kids have no clue about the negotiating aspect of the hobby. That's fucking wrong. Also, for instance, when you go to Target, if you buy something, it doesn't shoot up 900% when you go online on eBay, except for your like Stanley cups, you know, which you can sell for $800, you bought for $30. You might have to shove a woman or two out of the way. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Kai, I want you to give your thoughts too, because I wrote something in our chat that I want to pull up, so you go for it first.
You know, I'll keep this short and sweet. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, it absolutely truly is. Where am I going with this?
I really think this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen when it comes to something related to a card shop or an idea related to selling cards. Like even using the example he used, selling an $80 card, saying no to $78, like that just makes you sound stupid, in my opinion. It's a card shop. You're not Target. Like that's not how it works.
So exactly. This is a terrible business strategy for multiple reasons. With one stupid comment, you've knocked off three main groups. You've knocked off repackers, who will pay relatively strong, 80 to 85% of comps. maybe slightly lower if they're spending, I don't know, 50 grand with you, 100 grand with you, which I know for a fact they exist. Austin on Instagram today was posting about 600 cards for $113,000. And Austin is not the biggest fish in the pond. He's a very large player in this industry, but he's not number one. If you're not going to work with them, guess what? Word gets around. You are not going to be able to get that liquidity instantaneously. And I know for a fact they're not going to pay. Cards HQ is not going to pay 80 to 85% comps on the items they buy. Number two, they upset parents with their kids who maybe want to buy a couple of singles in your shop and just want to be a little more financially smart. They're not going to eBay and checking comps on every single item. They're trusting your sticker price. If you say it's $80 and they offer you $75 and you say no, it's like, all right, well, what's the point then? Why am I going to do this? And then they might be smart enough to actually go to eBay and then see, oh, wait, there's one on eBay for $49.99. Why did I come to this card shop again? What am I doing here? And then number three, people that can and will check comps. What are you going to do, Mr. Cards HQ and Geoff Wilson? You're going to reprice your stuff weekly? Guess what? It's mostly going to go down unless you have like the one player who starts off hot in baseball, or if you're Joel Embiid and you score 70 points, your prices probably went up a little bit, or you're Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, whatever, the sexy quarterback who is playing well and might lead his team to a championship or farther in the playoffs. Okay, yeah, maybe you readjust your prices higher. Everything else is going to be trending downward. What do you think is going to happen here?
I wonder if, and I will say that I did meet Jeff at the National. He's actually a really nice guy. I have no like ill will towards him, but it's more of like a business thing. Like, I wonder and worry if it's because the employees that are going to be frequenting the store and walking around helping people just don't have card knowledge, and that's why they're doing this.
But that's an issue. I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I worry for them, because I think that could very well be the reason they're doing this.
I mean, I also want to expand on it too, to my point of, if your intention is to be a reseller of inventory that someone brings to the shop, like, what percentage of eBay do you expect a card shop to pay? 65 to 75, maybe. I mean, how many stores are going to allow you to walk into them with an item and have you walk out with cash? And I understand that. But when you look at this, even with any level of expertise in the sports trading card world, you understand there are way better means of getting cash if you need to. And if you're willing to give them cash, the customer base who's going to give you items to sell, and then not turn around and negotiate with them, be fair with them. I'm not telling you to give them everything at 50% comps, but be reasonable because you are the shop. You're going to run out of customers very quickly. I also question where they're going to be storing their inventory. How much security are they going to have for a 14,000 square foot store? And then what are you going to do when inevitably someone tries to rob you? Like, I'm sorry, it is going to happen. You're in like downtown Atlanta. Someone's going to pull a gun on you. Something's going to happen at some point in time. And I don't wish it to happen, but it is going to happen. Shops across the country do get robbed. You have put a big target on your back. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to be super interested to see how this all plays out, because I could be wrong. I don't think any other shop does anything remotely similar to this kind of not negotiating at all thing on singles, at least.
If the goal was to get us to talk about him, you've succeeded. Congratulations. I will never go to your shop. I will never tell anyone to go to your shop. I don't live in Atlanta. I don't join your whatnot streams. I think this is going to fail. Is that how you want me to talk about your shop? Am I going to receive a cease and desist letter? Because guess what? I've been trying to get one from Kenny Silver, Kenny Bronzy, Mr. Cards Collector, whatever his fucking show name is, the Golden Touch, Midas over there. I've definitely tried to elicit negative reactions from people who put themselves on a pedestal. I don't give a shit. Go for it. Make my day. Make me laugh. If you're trying to run a successful business, though, it's not working. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think they open relatively soon. I think this weekend or something, right?
I'm checking Google. I believe it opens like February 1st. It opens February 1st. Yeah, there you go. So it does not officially open during the Atlanta Culture Collision. I guess they're doing like trade night there or something like a preview. Also, their screen is really blue. You could see it on my face if you're watching on the YouTube side. It looks like they have spots open as well for people who want to work there. Hey Kai, do you want to be a retail manager, a retail associate,
Okay, enough of
TCG,
that.
TCG live seller and breaker, sports card live seller and breaker? Hi, do you want to apply to this job and see how much they're paying? I guarantee you it's under like 50 grand a year.
Probably, yeah. You would
Like,
think they would have a lot of these filled before they open in a week and a half.
do you want to be a bookkeeping and inventory manager? That sounds up your alley. You do have pretty good like bookkeeping skills. Want to $14.99 an hour?
I mean, you can. Let's see it. I clicked the link. I don't see anything about pay. They have benefits though.
I'm looking at the sports card breaker. I'm gonna pull up my screen again.
I clicked bookkeeper. I'm not seeing anything about pay.
Pay, none of your goddamn business. If you need to ask, we don't
in wax.
Yeah, I would love to get open it. Yeah, but you make sure you just don't mark it off sticker price. That's how we're paying you. You get half a Prism blaster box per hour. Like this is man, you can work Sunday, you can work Monday morning. It's not a knife shift job. That's good.
Didn't he? I watched the video. I'm not gonna lie, of their like tour and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure they're like open 24 hours a day breaking.
We pride ourselves on being the world's local card shop, offering convenience and accessibility to our customers wherever they are, 24 hours a day. What? Dude, I hope you don't like Christmas or New Year's or Thanksgiving.
I didn't even
You're working.
Yeah.
Man, you get into a political conversation with your friend Joku. Now I got the solution for you. Make sure you go to cardshq.com and ignore your responsibilities.
They buy cards if you send them a list.
Is that what they actually do? All right, hang on. I've been on this website once. Sell us your cards. I want to see what this looks like. Hang on.
This is a website tailored for like an 8-year-old.
I'm not going to comment on that. This is like a little information. Fine. This is actually perfectly fine.
Oh, there's actually a different link I'm on. I don't know where you went, but
that's a Google Doc one.
If you click, go to like their homepage.
I'm on their homepage.
Wait, I'm on a different website.
Kai, are you on drugs? Where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm on that. And then click top left corner.
Yeah, sell your cards.
Yeah, that's what I clicked.
Oh, okay. Please send a message to CardHQ on Instagram or email. Okay.
They're buying at 100% of comps. Send them all your emails now. Flood the inbox.
Wire transfer and PayPal and normal wire. $10,000. Payment DCH or PayPal. Okay.
There are no refunds either.
I mean, that's fine. I understand that. From an SEO perspective, this is fine. I think the blue will just like really bother your eyes.
Giving me a seizure.
Yeah, it's very simple. Online 24 to okay. So their actual shop, the physical shop itself is not open 24/7. It's 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then obviously 10 to 7, 10 to 5. Fine. A little bit different. So if you want to be an online marketplace, dude, if you're working the graveyard shift on like a Tuesday at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Breaking Pokemon cards.
And you're ripping 2023 select blaster boxes. I think you contemplate your life choices. Like, man, I don't even get paid enough to open this box for myself. I don't know if that's true, obviously. Lawyers, when you come to read this, I'm obviously memeing and making jokes. You can send the cease and desist letter to 3101 Cobb Parkway Southeast, Suite 100 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh,
that's kind of funny. No, I don't know, man. Listen, I don't wish bad on someone, but I do have to meme it because it's really funny. But I also have to make fun of the fact also that, like, if you're a card shop, is someone's poor job going to be, hey man, we have 15,000 cards here. It's been 2 weeks. These haven't sold. Can you go to eBay and check what they're selling for? I
It's
think
like
I'm quit.
half.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And then I question this with a lot of shops in general. Like, obviously, you have expensive cards out, and obviously, I don't expect you to take all those cards away every night or like put them in storage or whatever. Like, you're gonna have to hire probably multiple security guards to like guard this place throughout the night, right? Like, I don't think that's really crazy to say. So, what do you do? Like, what happens?
It's gonna have 2 dudes standing out front with AR-15s at the door.
Like, a good thing there's a back door right here. Bye bye.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, it's a good point though. Like, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in inventory. People are gonna be sitting in these little cubicles breaking with cases of wax. Like, you're gonna have to have something overnight. I mean, the shop's technically never gonna close. Even, I mean, I don't know about holidays, but if you never lock the doors once in a year, I mean, people could definitely try stuff.
I mean, I think it'd be foolish, and I hate to say people are not going to try stuff.
Yeah,
Once again, like, that is not me wishing it, but it's me being
it's the
realistic.
truth.
That,
Yeah,
like, it is going to happen. Whether it happens year 1, year 5, whatever, someone is eventually going to try and steal something, and then I'm curious to see how they react. That's part of the reason why I would never open up a card shop. I also don't really have the people skills for it, nor do I want to like grind myself like that. I very much would rather be an online shop, quote unquote, who occasionally travels to card shows and does 80% of what a physical card shop can do. And to me, that's perfectly fine. I don't want my address out there. I don't want anyone to know where I live, and I don't feel like getting robbed. Like, that's kind of important to me. So
selling Dave's address, 25 PayPal friends and family.
I'm not worth more.
It's about
God.
volume, man.
Ah, shit. All right, fair enough. Make sure you send my fan mail to
Oh god.
3101 Top Parkway, Southeast, Suite 100 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Extraordinary
301.
Cards, brick and mortar, coming 2025 winter.
Yeah, it's weird. I rented a
Located
space
at Suite, whatever.
That's weird. I seem to have my same location as Jeff's shop. Oops. No, I don't know, man. This is I worry about the future of the industry. I mean, I do wonder how this will work out. From videos and content I saw, like, it's like meant to be an experience, and like that's fine, that's cool. But I do question, like, hey, it's 9 a.m. on a Thursday. What are we doing?
It kind of reminds me of like the McDonald's playground.
Oh shit, I remember those. Yeah.
Like the glassed off thing. I don't know why. It doesn't look like it at all. It just reminds me of that concept.
I will say this. The shop, I think, is going to be gorgeous.
Oh, it's
At least
huge. It looks great, but
the mock-ups look phenomenal.
yeah.
And
I mean, he
deserves
probably
all the
spent
credit.
a couple $1 million easily, right?
According to the video on his YouTube channel, it was $3 million. I'm curious to see what happens. I wonder what it'll look like in real life. I will never.
Sounds like you're
there.
going.
Yeah, I'm probably never going to go to Atlanta, Georgia again in my life if I can avoid it. I went once. It was okay. Kai, you're gonna be our test dummy. You're gonna go there.
You're shipping me into the Card HQ this weekend.
Hey man, it's not my fault you're an Atlanta Hawks fan and a Braves fan.
No, I don't think I'll be making it there. Unfortunately, I got other stuff to do. Probably, hopefully.
Anything else? If you want to give Kai ideas, make sure you send them to 3101 Cobb Parkway.
I'm gonna get an Uber. It's gonna be fucking Geoff Wilson just sitting in the driver's seat. Hey,
I fucking snorted. That was really funny. Good job, Kai.
Do you have market movers yet?
Oh shit! He's gonna go door to door in his local area and ask if they have the Market Movers app. Oh shit! What do they use? What do they use? Card Ladder or all to price their stuff? You think they get
No,
fired?
if you're seen using Card Ladder in the shop, you get ejected.
Yeah, that's actually really fun. I forgot about Market Movers. Man, I will give him credit. He has ideas.
They're definitely on the list of all-time ideas.
They're better than anything I've come up with so far. So that's
No,
fair.
I mean, you got to give it to him. Like overall, like his whole business model is like I think it's good outside of what we talked about today, which is like half the business. But everything else, like his YouTube, he has a ton of subscribers. I mean, he's opening up a multi-million-dollar card shop. Like, I mean, everything he's doing good stuff. It's just some of the smaller things I don't think he maybe has the connection with a lot of collectors maybe on a face-to-face level. Like he doesn't really know like how to please like a collector. I don't know. Seems a little bit greedy maybe. I don't know if that's the right word. But
I think he's out of touch, and I think that's fair to say because once again, this entire we've not even really talked about much. We've been making fun and like poking fun, whatever. But this all started from the fact that he is going to create a card shop that is not going to adjust its prices when it comes to negotiating with an individual. What? Like that is so out of touch in my opinion.
Well, we shouldn't say he's not going to adjust his prices. He's not going to negotiate. He could adjust his prices. I just didn't want people to take that out of context.
Fine, you're right. What I will correct it to is he is going to stand firm on his asking prices in negotiations, which is really out of touch because hey, Kai, have you been to a card show lately? And have you seen people who held cards too long and will now likely die with those items?
If no one negotiated at card shows, there just wouldn't be a hobby. Like
it would be a museum.
I mean, not even. No one would be able to buy cards. They wouldn't be able to sell them.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find the kid with his dad, or a group of like 3 kids just running around a shop. Like, is this $5? Can I buy this? And it's like a 18th year LeBron James Select card that's worth not even the paper or cardboard that's printed on. Like, yes, got that kid for $5. There you go.
Yep. What else is going on these days?
What else is going on? You see BreakCompCards is making everyone who is a breaker upset.
Oh, the Instagram page? Yeah, I really like that idea. I mean, I know it's pissing people off, but I think it's amazing. I don't know why you wouldn't like it. I guess the breakers maybe, but as long as you're fair and transparent, I don't see why a breaker wouldn't like them. Like they're just
what are the odds? What are the odds that BreakCompCards is card porn? 10%?
Yeah. 1 to 10%, I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think that actually, but it would be really, really funny.
I think they're probably smarter, honestly. That account was more of like just gossipy kind of stuff. Like this is actually providing like valuable information. I feel like.
Yes, I'm not actually insinuating that BreakCompCards is.
You never know.
No, you never know, but it would be funny. I'm not insinuating that, but it is just a thought that came into my head. I'm sorry, lawyers. I will go and arrest myself. You got me. Now there's
I mean, I think it's like I don't know why there's not more of stuff like that out there. Maybe there will be now, but I think that's great to have. I mean, I don't think a lot of these people that spend this much money on breaks before seeing this account really realize if they were getting ripped off or not. Or if I don't even know if they care now. Maybe they don't care. They're gonna keep spending what they're spending, but
I mean, we are obviously friends with Lane. Lane works at Lane Sports Cards. Leighton was getting tagged so much in these guys' posts that they did block them on Twitter and Instagram. That they do generally range in the middle to higher end price point. I don't want to put words in Lane's mouth when he was talking about it briefly when we had him on. I would just understand, like, yeah, that can be mildly annoying if you're a business or a brand. But I also understand the point of why obviously customers want the best price, and they should. They have every right to. And I also understand the business's right to be like, okay, that's fine. Like, don't pull a little Pullman and get all triggered if you want to adjust your prices.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways to look at it, though. Like, you got to think that some of the people on the cheaper end are probably more of like mom and pop breakers, which if you're serious about like buying into stuff like this, maybe you don't want to buy into that kind of a thing and you're willing to pay the extra couple $100 for a team. And then also it comes to like the infrastructure, like Leighton. I know they can probably pump orders out the next day, or the mom and pop shop might take a week to ship your cards. So I guess it's what you pay, you get what you paid for it. But at the same time, like the little pole man stuff, like he was charging what, like $3,000 more than the next person on like some of these or something total.
Yes.
That's
So
absurd. Like that shouldn't be happening.
it was, and I want to pull up the exact example if I can find it real quick. All right, this is a fine example. You know what? This is not everything, but I will share this real quickly. This was from BreakCompCards. This was 3 days ago at the time of recording. This was the breakers price for the Texans in 2023 absolute 12-box case. Pick your team. So Triangle Cards, I've actually talked to him in the past. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. I've never really broken with them. I'm not too familiar with them, so that's my bad. But he had them at $550, which is freaking crazy because he was about half the price of the second person, the Mecca of sports cards, who I've frankly have never heard of ever. Bel Air cards, Bulldog sports cards, each at $800, very much in that normal range, I would call it. And then you have other breakers who I've never heard of. And the only reason why I know who Little Pullman is he follows me on Instagram, which you probably won't after this. And like he posted on Instagram when he was like traveling to the National in like a private jet, and like there was like a picture of him with like a bunch of sports cards. Like he made like a seat out of it. Like I know him from that. I don't know how he breaks. I don't know what he breaks, but I know his prices now. And this is aggressive. I wonder if the people who break with Little Pullman or any of these breakers who might not have the best price is because they frankly like the individuals. I mean, I can tell you that I understand that Leighton is either middle of the price or middle or a little bit higher, but I enjoy the people who work there. They are like good people, so I want to support them. But I also don't break every single day. I maybe go into breaks every month or so, or there's like a real product I love. Like I've joined their 10 case Bowman Chrome random player break for the last 2 years in a row, and I will do it probably every year they have it because it's 10 cases of Bowman Chrome, and I want to get in and see if I can hit the one player people want for a stupid price. And like maybe NT football I'll get into because hey, it's a random team and I can maybe hit the car that's super hot before it crashes like everything else. So I'm not maybe the best example, but like that is my rationale. However, when you see this, if you're a Little Pullman supporter, a Triple Diamond Sports Card supporter, and they are
a Little Pullman supporter,
yeah, you're a Little Pullman stands. I don't know. You're part of the little gang, I guess.
Stop.
I don't know. I don't know how to go there. I'm getting in trouble. The point is, I get it, but this puts a lot of knowledge and data there, and people who get offended by that, as Little Pullman did earlier this week, was kind of funny. And people will still continue to break with them, and that's fine. It's your money; you can do whatever you want, but you're overpaying a ton. Unless I guess you break with Backyard, who only gets product hits. Therefore, it might be worth paying more for their spots.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen Lil Pullman hit something crazy. I could be wrong, but at least with Backyard, they charge triple the price. You can maybe get something cool.
I don't follow Little Pullman. I've never joined his breaks. I don't know where he breaks anyway. He probably is just on Whatnot, I guess. Here's the thing. If I don't like someone, I do not follow them on Instagram. I don't support their YouTube, Twitch, MySpace profile. I don't give a shit. I just will not follow you, and my life will go on. I tried before to be someone who called out bullshit and industry issues as I saw fit, and I still obviously mock it a little bit, but I don't care anymore. Like I'm just not interested in being the hobby police, the watchdog, and you got to be the one who called the things out. I think there's roles for it. I think BreakComps is amazing, and I'm not comparing it to that, but like just calling out random bullshit is just unfortunately just a losing battle. It feels like.
Yeah, there's just too much of it going on. It's just not worth your effort or time.
Yeah, It is. But I guess the main takeaway from here is only buy with backyard breaks so you can hit the product hits because they've become self-aware. I did see this because someone shared it with me. I want to see if I can find the post without going deaf. I don't know what they're doing. Who cares? Who cares? I don't know who these people are. I don't give a shit. Like the Bryce Young. No, this is the one they bought from Tyler. Oh yeah, they bought the 1 of 1 Bryce Young black from Tyler for 50K cash, which is crazy. Hey, how much fucking content? This has been a day. They post like 30 times. Jesus Christ, dudes. Oh, here's the Bronny James. Is it the caption? They'll get away with it? Nope. All right. Someone shared a caption. I guess it was on Twitter. It was like, "Oh, they can't keep getting away with it," and they had like the Bronny James Superfractor. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll just buy into your stuff for 4x. But then I'll hit the best card. What?
Has the duel? The duel hasn't been hit yet, right?
Has Backyard gone live yet tonight?
Okay.
Can I not say it? What? Sorry. Oh, good.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Oh, I did find it. Hang on. I did find the post. I'm going to pull it up real quick. I'll give you credit. If you're playing into the meme, you deserve some credit. They can't keep getting away with this. No. All right, fine. I will give you credit for owning up to the fact that we do agree that you cannot keep.
Do you know what that other Bronny card that we were arguing about went for?
That like authentic McDonald's one?
Yeah.
I believe it went for like $3,000.
And you said it's gonna go for like 50K, right?
It might have been 5K, it might have been 3K. The guy apparently had an offer for 20, and then Kenny Silver got in there whispering in his ear saying he's gonna get 75, and he got 3. I've also realized whenever I call Ken Golden's name out, I'm just gonna keep on going by different like metals and minerals and stuff. So Kennard Obsidian,
different minerals. Oh my god.
Yeah, I will. Well, I'm playing RuneScape a lot lately, so
have you seen Pal World?
I have seen Pal World.
So off topic, but I've been playing that game nonstop the last 3 days. I'm addicted.
Oh shit! On Steam or is it on PlayStation?
No, it's on Xbox. It's not on. I don't think they're releasing it on PlayStation.
Is it on Steam at least?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Okay, I might have to download it after this. I started
fun.
Start playing Overwatch.
I've played Overwatch.
Start playing for the first time. It's fun. Like,
yeah, I haven't liked or played a video game in a long time, probably 6 months or 8 months, and I'm addicted to this game.
Did you get the Pokemon mod for yet or no?
I have not. I don't know how to like mod and stuff.
Okay,
I don't know if it's in the game or not, but
it might be on Steam. I'm not sure. I did see Pal World. That does look fun.
You gotta get it. And if you're still, are you making YouTube content still?
No, I stopped. I got burnt out playing RuneScape, and then I started picking it up again. I'm really happy.
You should play Pal World on YouTube.
Nah, I mean, listen. Here's the funny thing too about that is that I was a successful YouTuber playing Pokemon and had like 45,000 subscribers when I was doing it.
Machine guns, you're viral again.
Yes, that's true. But my time on YouTube is past, most likely. If I do anything for content wise, it'd be this shit, and this is what I'm more passionate about anyway. But yeah, my first love is video games and nerd culture. Dude, I've been fucking watching Dungeons and Dragons content while working. It makes me so goddamn happy.
I like watching the Barstool ones. I don't know if you've ever seen them before.
Which one?
When they play like Dungeons and Dragons, like it's so funny.
Is Dave Portnoy in it or no?
No, it's just like Big Cat. They do like a 2-hour live stream. And they have like a reader come in to be like the narrator, and they like.
Yeah, that's gotta be fun. Listen, my first passion is nerd shit. Also, welcome to the Sports Card Podcast, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I think we covered everything under the sun, from not negotiating card prices to D&D and RuneScape and Pal World. Kai, anything else you want to talk on, or are we good here?
No, I mean, I know it might not be great, but I'm just excited to be dealing in person again for like the first time in probably 4 months. So that'll be fun. How's
your inventory?
I have a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't have a lot of like high end right now, but I just have a lot of like 25 to 300, 400, 500 stuff.
How many cards are you gonna bring with you to Atlanta?
I have a stack of like 200 cards I gotta look at for grading before I leave. So whatever doesn't go to grading, I'm bringing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not set up. I'm just gonna be walking around. I'm gonna try to buy more than sell, honestly.
I mean, Kai, worst case, if you can't sell off your shit and you have it at a decent margin, I'll buy it off you.
Yeah, I don't know. You
Like,
didn't want to buy my CJ Stroud.
I did not. Well, no shit. I told you to go hit up Ryan. I don't know if you
You
did.
didn't want it either. And I've
Ryan
known
doesn't want
Ryan
it.
for a long time. He said no, thank you.
Yeah, if he doesn't want it, then there you go. That's the issue.
I sold it to Austin.
Oh, you did. There you go.
Yeah.
You had it at what, $800?
Yeah, but then they lost, so I sold it for less than that.
Would you like 6?
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of how it goes. Had they won, you would have gotten 800 to $1,000, and
I only made 50% margins.
fucking shit.
Damn.
How dare you? All right, but gentlemen, I think that's everything we have. Next week, Kyle will tell us all about Atlanta and how amazing the Cards HQ card shop was. Thank you guys for watching and listening. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.